cross to the crown. Today we remember the 3 days that changed the destiny of humanity forever. 3 days that shocked the heaven. 3 days that terrified the darkness. 3 days that opened the door for redemptions. Friday looked like defeat. Saturday felt like silence. But Sunday revealed the unstoppable power of God. The resurrection of Jesus Christ is not just a historical event. It is a spiritual reality that's still transforming lives today. Every believer, every family, every person who walked through their own Friday, Saturday, and Sunday moments. So today, I'm going to walk through those 3 days and discover what God was really doing. Day 1, Friday, the day of sacrifice. Friday was the day that the world thought it had defeated Jesus. The Son of God was beaten, mocked, and nailed to the cross. The disciples washed in hell. The crowd mocked him. Darkness covered the land. To the world, it looked like the end. But heaven saw something different. The cross was not a moment of defeat. The cross was the payment for humanity and redemptions. In Isaiah 53 verse 5, it says, "He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquity. The chastisement for our own peace was upon him. And by his stripes we are healed." Every sin, every broken family, every generation case, every pain of humanity, Jesus carried it all on the cross. What looked like weakness was actually the greatest act of love the world has ever seen. Sometimes in life, we experience our own Friday moments. Moments when everything seemed to fall apart. Moments when dreams collapse. Moments when the pain feels unbearable. But Friday teaches something powerful. What looked like the end may actually be the beginning of redemptions. Day 2, Saturday, the day of silence. Saturday is the day people really talking about Jesus was in the tomb. The disciples were hiding. Fear filled their heart. Their hope seemed buried behind the stone, and heaven was silent. Have you ever had a season like that? A season when you pray but feel no answer. A season when God feels quiet. A season when you don't understand what He is doing. Saturday represents those moments. Moment of uncertainty, the moment of waiting, the moment when the miracle hasn't appeared yet. But here is the truth. We must, just because God is silent does not mean He's absent. Beyond the stone, something powerful was happening. Darkness thought it had won, but the power of death was being defeated. The enemy thought the story was finished, but God was preparing the greatest city in history. Sometimes God works the most when we see the least. Your Saturday is not the end of your story. Day 3, Sunday, the day of resurrection. The Sunday came. Then Sunday came. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. Death had lost its power. Matthew 28 verse 6, it declares He is not here. He has risen. The resurrection is the foundation of our faith. If Jesus had stayed in the grave, Christianity would exist. But the grave could not hold Him. Hell did not stop him. Death did not defeat him. Suddenly viewed truth. God always has the final word. Resurrection means hope is alive. Forgiveness is available. New life is impossible. And the same power that raised Jesus from the dead is still working today. In Romans 8, verse 11, it says, the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. That means resurrection power is not just a story. It is a living reality. The message for our own lives. Those 3 days are not just events from the past. They are patterns for our lives. Every person walks through those seasons. Your Friday, moment of pain, moment of sacrifice, moment when life feels unfair. And here come your Saturday, moment of waiting, moment of silence, moment when you don't understand what God is doing. And here come your Sunday, the moment when God brings resurrection, the moment when the miracle appears, the moment when the story turns around. This is the message of Easter. What was buried can rise again. Dreams can rise again. Faith can rise again. Family can rise again. Hope can rise again. Resurrection for the inner frame. This is why we call it the Inner Frame podcast. Sometimes the fire inside, people die. Life put out the frame. Pain weakens the spirit. Disappointment buries hope. But Easter reminds us that God is the God of resurrection. What life tried to bury, He restored what the enemy tried to destroy. He brings life where there was once death. The tomb could not hold Jesus, and the grave cannot hold your future. Remember this truth. Friday was painful. Saturday was silent, but Sunday was powerful. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. And the resurrection of Jesus changed the history forever. And today, the same power is still rising people, rising faith, rising hope, rising lives. Because when God is involved, Sunday is always coming again and again. God bless you. Subscribe and like and follow me for more content like this one. And this is Inner Flame Broadcast.